Alrighty then, here we go. It's just about that time again, isn't it? So let's go not commit some war crimes. We're gonna conduct our war ethically. Only inflict as many casualties as we need to. Village of Arbita. Hmm. This island is so peaceful and quiet. The laser cannons are beginning to rust. We're so bored we've taken up a new project, but we're keeping it a big secret for now. Really? Another secret project, you say? That's strange. The beach patrol's overdue. They should have returned by now. Heh, those slackers are probably goofing off again. What can you expect from a bunch of mere conscripts? No one is allowed near the fortress dungeon without a special security clearance. Anyway, we have little to do while off duty except drink, trade war stories, and spread rumors. It's too bad that new recruit, Red Soul, isn't around to share a few of his yarns. That guy needs to learn the value of R&R and just slack off for a change. Hmm. My husband was nabbed by the Balformian army. I have no clue where they took him. We haven't caught any Liberation Army infiltrators in quite some time. That's because Gilmore Island is impenetrable. While I'm on liberty, I could care less. Yeah, those Liberation Army guys, yeah. They're, yeah, definitely nowhere near here. And speaking of which, you know, greetings, fellow Balformian soldiers. Put a bunch of cinnamon and cardamom in my coffee tonight, so it is quite delicious. Gilmore Island is actually a small archipelago, consisting of two inhabited landmasses. Our island contains the only town, while the big island is now populated with enemy soldiers. The two islands are connected by a bridge that the Empire built, but we need permission to cross. No one is allowed to leave this island without a special permit issued by the Empire. Soldiers will hassle you even if you go on a picnic. Living under the Empire's thumb sucks. Are you? Psst. Listen, I'm only going to say this once, so pay attention. Master Indera is still alive. One day, I overheard some of the off-duty guards whispering about it. Hmm. Well, that's good to know. Peace and contentment are impossible dreams while the damned Gulnareems rule the world. Most Gilmore Islanders hate the Empire and consider its presence here an illegal occupation. Don't mention I said this, but whoever rids the island of the Balformian army will be our hero. Well, funny you should mention that. Hello, sir. Do you need stronger weapons? Yes. Yes, I do, as a matter of fact. If I can afford any, that is. Uh... Huh. You have new swords. Oh. I think we just took Shishi. I was gonna say, yeah, we just took Dora out of the lineup. Uh, hmm. We need more food packs. Shane's got enough attack power already, but Jetta, I don't know about Jetta. I don't have any weapons. No new axes. Would really like to get some of those by-handers, but they're 900 bucks a pop. Yeah, five power difference between javelins and chrome lances, though. That's worth the expense, I think. Make sure our polearm users actually do real damage. A super hot lady by the name of Arya lives in a secluded house at the edge of the island. You don't say. No one is sure why she chooses to live alone, but we hear she's a nurse who can cure wounds. We could use another healer. Many Balformian soldiers have spoken of her magical abilities, so I guess it's true. Hot, eh? Wouldn't mind having her cure me of a certain neglected ailment. Hey, lots of luck picking her up. She appears to be enamored with a mysterious someone. If you can get your mind out of the gutter, Ein, this woman Arya might have information. Not sure where her loyalties lie or how she might receive us, but afterwards, who knows? At any rate, we should pay her a visit, don't you think? Indubitably. Don't try to conceal your enthusiasm, Ein. He is such a dog. If you're curious about the Big Island, I would advise you to steer clear. Even if you could cross the bridge, nothing is over there but a heavily guarded fortress. Furthermore, no one can predict what times the bridge will be opened. Alright. So we have to go find ourselves a hottie of a cleric. Do want to save real quick. Save early and save often. That's I'm assuming the secluded manor is over here where the soldiers are. Huh? Who the hell are you, and what's your business here? I don't want anything from you. Just want to meet the hottie you're hiding inside that house. How dare you speak of her so disrespectfully? Don't screw around with us. If you want to pass through this door, you'll have to kill us first. That can be arranged. Have it your way, or maybe we'll just run you off with your tails between your legs. Yeah. Beat the squad leader, and the others will tuck tails and run like yellow bellies. Okay. So we just have to... These, next tier of, I guess, like, Beastmasters have 58 hit points. Oh. The enemy power is starting to spike up pretty rapidly. But this time around, we just have to kill the Stormtrooper on the right here. So, this should be a relatively quick and dirty fight. Yes. That is exactly what we want to see right there. I'm gonna lure the commanders out. Can we... Oh, yeah, look at that. We're gonna get this in one turn. I can't believe you defeated me. And just like that, maximum ethics right there. We only killed the guy that we had to kill. 352 shells, nice. And 40 XP, very good. Good level for Brian. HP, MP, attack, good level for Royce. Attack, defense, okay, and for Chris. And she leveled up. Alright, and good level for him also. Oh, cool. Even characters waiting in the wings get XP from mission completion. Very nice. So nobody ever really falls completely behind. Very nice. Some very cozy town music in here. Who are you? Never mind that. Are you the pretty lady who uses white magic to cure wounded soldiers? I don't know about the pretty part, but yes, I use white magic for healing purposes. You're new around here, aren't you? You don't look like traveling peddler types either. Don't say it. Don't say what? That we have the odor of blood about us. If I hear that line one more time, I'm gonna... Well, you obviously have a military background of some kind. Yes, you must be from the army, but... Are you some sort of specialized force the Empire detailed here? Not exactly. Then you must be Liberation Army troops. Finally! Arcadia sent someone to save Andera. We just sort of snuck in here to have a look around. Well, I am Arya Carmine Lake. Carmine Lake? If you are representing the Liberation Army, I have a favor to ask. Please take me along. It's imperative that I reach Scudelia. If you have need of white magic, I will heal your wounds. Please take me with you. We need to cross the bridge. Do you have any suggestions? I knew it. Yes, I believe I can inveigle the guards into lowering the bridge. So, will you allow me to join your unit now? It's the least you can do in return for my help. Surely, Miss Arya. Welcome aboard. But you must fight on the battlefield with us. No free rides if you want to eat. Alright, we got another healer. See, anyone have any new dialogue in here for us? Move, idiot. Alright, these guys don't seem to have any useful dialogue. Let's see here. I think we're gonna take Shishi out in favor of Arya. So we have another healer. And interesting how the healers actually have a 0 attack power and don't even have an attack command on their action bar. Alright, game is saved. Let's go to the bridge. And possibly have to deal with the laser eye. Hello, pal. Oh, it's you, Arya. Hi, but why are you... Hey, I just stopped by to thank you for your business. By the way, I have a delivery for the fortress commander. Do you mind dropping the bridge? Sorry, but I'm not allowed to do that without a direct order from my captain. Then consider me your captain and lower that bridge now, or we'll chop off your fool head. Whoa, who the hell are you, and who do you think you're talking to? Miss Arya, who is this guy, and what is the meaning of this outrageous... Sorry, pal, but I just joined this guerrilla outfit, and we're from the Liberation Army. Oh no! You see the picture now, chum? Get your ass over there and lower that bridge. Oh, okay, I'm doing it. Yes. That takes care of a nasty little chore. Okay, team, let's get her done. Damn. Now that the bridge is down, here comes a whole swarm of enemy reinforcements. Drive the Balformian soldiers off the bridge, otherwise we'll never reach the fortress. Destroy the enemies standing between you and the successful prosecution of Operation Jackal. Okay, just kill everybody. We can do that. This is a long bridge. 2 wizards, a couple of troopers, a couple of bogan rats. Actually, this should be pretty easy. No. It's just going to take a long time to hike that far up the bridge. And we are going to have to be mindful of these flyers pushing forward and trying to murder our healers. But other than that, yeah. Otherwise, this should be a pretty trivially easy battle. I'm going to actually kind of condense the formation a little bit so we can force the flyers into the interior of the bridge. And the wizards are not too interested in advancing forward just yet. And the wizards are actually kind of sturdy. Sure enough, they go for Ein. Enemy loves to go for Ein above like, any other target. Treat. Make our psychic aid. Holy cow, Jeddah has a lot of attack power. Good lord. Alright. Royce, kill this idiot. Bonk. Yeah, get out of here, Stalker. Royce can take one hit from these idiots. Let's see here. Who needs some XP? 17. Yeah, Jenny definitely needs some XP. $27 damage. Okay, that's good enough for a level up. HP, attack, defense. All right. Solid level. Alright, Shane should have no trouble killing this jabroni. Yeah, easy peasy. I'm leaving that flyer alive for the moment, so Jenny can hit it again and farm some XP off of it. Alright. Almost lands the one shot. Alright, so now... Yeah, Jenny finishes off the flyer. Another 49 XP, very nice. Let's see, we recruited a new cleric. And that was about it so far. We fought a battle that lasted exactly one attack, as the enemy commander made the mistake of charging up and getting one-shotted. Oh. Dang. Oh, is he gonna kill Jenny? He might, actually. No, I think he's only gonna do like 7 or 8. Okay. Whew. We're fine. We're gonna actually, I'll actually cast Remake 2. Chris is at full health. Yeah. Here's our new, Big Titty Elf Cleric. We actually have quite a few titty monsters in our forest, and like, damn. Yeah, we have 2 clerics now. Ha! Nice try, idiot. Poor Dan is wildly underleveled because he's just too slow. And he's unfortunately probably next to get replaced because his movement is so bad that we usually can't get him to the front line in time to actually do anything. Which is a shame because he's a fabulous tank. Nice level up for Shane there. Alright, Royce, finish him off. Nice. You know, just had a thought. Maybe that's why the clerics come with, like, fully decked out spell lists right out of the gate. because they just get so little XP that it's really, really hard for them to just gain any levels at all. Unlike, say, Shining Force, where leveling healers is quite easy if you're patient, since they always get a minimum of 10 XP for healing somebody, even 1 hit point. And since basic heal costs 3 MP, as soon as they hit 30 max MP, they can grind out a full level every single battle. Alright. Just these 2 wizards left. They're in no hurry to come catch up with us. They are happy to just wait in the back. Alright. Jeddah feels a lot like a Fire Emblem Wyvern Rider, in that, in addition to flying, he has way more attack and defense than he has any right to have. Yeah. Have some lightning. That 5 whole damage. What an absolute maroon. Jenny's 15. I mean, we could actually honestly let Dan catch up and just get some XP. Nice. So Chris will ding off the bonus XP. They just want to dogpile Shane for whatever reason. Oh, wait. I don't need to retreat him. I can just have Jenny come up and smash one of these idiots. Because they won't do enough damage to kill him. HP and attack. Alright. Um, 16 now. Honestly, just let Jetta. Because, yeah, I think, unfortunately, Dan's lack of movement is going to doom him to getting replaced, so I'm not too worried about feeding him some XP. There we go. Mission accomplished. 505 shells, very nice. And 45 bonus XP, excellent. Nice level for Ein. HP, MP, attack, nice level for Royce. 24, 20, okay, nice. Level up for Eris. Nice level for Jetta. And Dan. Alright, yeah. Just save real quick and... Forest of Rue. And we must eliminate everyone in this patrol before we can proceed to our objective. Alright. Another simple kill everybody mission. Alright. Full of ninjas, and wizards, and dudes, and... Alright, nothing too scary. Those delight sats do hit kind of hard, so we're not going to completely disrespect them. But they don't have a lot of hit points. They're just glass cannons. Okay. They gotta bypass everybody so they can hit Ein. Of course. I mean, Ein is quite evasive, so they want to waste their turns. That's their problem. Whoa. Just demolish that thing. Good job, Jenny. HP and attack. All right. We take those. Okay, rat. Nice crit. Totally unnecessary. 64 XP, very nice. Oh, standing in the water is bad. So long, rat. And the enemies quickly change course so they could try to hit Ein. It's their favorite thing to do. Level 22 for Brian. And he is snowballing pretty hard with how strong he is. That is a thick elf. Jesus. I mean, the people in town talking about Arya said she was a hottie, and they were not kidding. Alright, Jeddah, Murder this cleric, please. Close enough. Shane should be able to finish it off. Nice. Well, just attack, but alright, whatever. Not a great level, but it was more than 0. Which is more than we can say for some level ups we've had. Yeah. Yeah. Nice try, idiot. To grinding class XP. Does it actually take a meaningful amount of XP to level Origin Fighter up to 50? Like, to the point where just doing some basic, pro clears for the day will do it? Good God. Okay. Millions midway through. Yeesh. Alright, so sounds like turn on shop buffs and go Akasha grinding. Probably the way to do that. Is it that bad right now? That bad, huh? Let me, let's, let's see, how bad can it possibly be? Alright, brand new raid. Hopping in. It's been alive for 9 seconds. I got 2 idiots up there. Yeah, Akasha has way too many phase change animations. Ooh, he is, Alright, he's weak to magic, apparently. And, alright, and it's dead. Yeah, alright, not... I mean, nice for getting... Oh, man. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, I got a few clicks in, and then an orange, and then it was dead. Yo. So, yeah, barely, yeah, not enough to generate meaningful XP. But, yeah, if I wanted to grind silver shards, done with Origin Fire. I'm not even done with the M3 grind to unlock the quest yet. Like, I need another, I don't know, probably 150, Chevs just to do the Chev step. Because I had spent all my Chev M3s, doing Radiance on caps for Fjunf. Cool. Nice that, this is actually an AoE attack. Pretty solid damage, too. Where's Jenny? Jenny's down here. Very nice. So Jenny will probably ding another level off of the end of mission bonus XP. And Jetta, go murder this idiot. Doesn't tell you how much XP you need. Good lord. XP, attack, defense. Nice level there. Whoa. 100k XP is barely moving the bar. Yikes. Battle's over. You annihilated the enemy. That's what we were told to do. Alright, no bonus XP then, I guess. There's this lumberjack shack out here. I feel like we should probably go for that. Although, what are you fighting that's giving 100k XP that's, like, actually doable? Is that just, like, Campaign Angel or something? Oh, okay. Shenxian actually gives that much. Wow. Nice. I don't normally pay attention to how much XP something like that gives, because when does it matter? At least not since doing, like, Eternal 150 grinds. What's the last time I actually, like, paid attention to XP? Oh, I'm gonna hit the can real quick. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's see, our Karm's faster. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, that, oh yeah, I mean, like, if a Tales of Arcarum pops up, I mean, you know, that's far and away the fastest XP in the game. But I don't know if we have one of those on the horizon. Alright, we saved. And yeah, I guess we're gonna head to the lumberjack shack. Oh, that guy's running away. What a jabroni. No, we're not leaving yet. Yeah, daily skips, especially once you the M2 skip is a nice chunk of XP and RP. Hey, what happened to you? Try to hang on. Are you the Liberation Army? If you see Jackal, tell him that the secret agent disguised as a Balformian troop is in the fortress. How will we recognize him? I don't know. But if the Liberation Army approaches, he'll find a way to initiate contact. Are you also a member of the Liberation Army? Yeah. The agent in the fortress should still be alive. Find him as quickly as possible. Black. Hmm. Cheap followers? No thanks. Come back when you have expensive followers to sell me. Let's drop it. Alright, we're up to the fortress. I don't see any way we can penetrate these defenses by mounting a direct assault. Then what should we do? I'm too good looking to die young. Hey, this way. Hurry. Listen up. Liberation Army is sending us a cargo dragon. It's on its way from Yannick. Then we don't have very much time. That's right. We must disable the laser cannon before our cargo dragon heaves into range. There goes my bright idea of a casual siege to starve them out. The success of this mission depends on quickness and skill, and a bit of luck wouldn't hurt. Huh. The enemy spotted us. Well, Brian, looks like we passed the point of no return. We might as well finish the job. Reach the wall on the right, trigger the controller, and open the gate. Okay, got a lot of ground to cover. I think if we lead with our flyers, though, we should be able to bang this one out pretty quickly and easily. While the horses try to keep up. I mean, Excalibur is always fine. I mean, it won't give you some of the dumb Ogi looping shenanigans that some of the CA bar battery weapons enable, but it's one of those weapons that just works. You'll never be sad you invested in an Excalibur. Honestly, I feel like Hrunting is actually less valuable because The the class itself just, is giving you double strike and all this other nonsense every turn anyway. Uh, I mean, hunting is still great. It's a little bit duplicated. And Swan, I actually do not remember this weapon at all. Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, that's a thing. Um, I don't have one, so yeah, I forgot that it exists. Yeah, that's the dispel spam weapon. Yeah, that is pretty great, honestly. I don't know. Does Winda have any other like really notable um actually for the CA battery, uh revival of Windhose maybe? Ah, 2 hit points left. Naruto. That's right. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. The Naru Katana is a thing. And and though yeah, and despite looking like a katana, it is actually a sword. Uh, Nice, level up for Jenny. HP and defense. Okay, she needed both of those. And of course, then there's always the consideration of the next class that will come out, which, you know, are they just going to go right down the line so that the Paladin class is next? You know, or will they jump around a bit? I don't know. I mean, maybe. You know, it's I mean, going in order is probably the safest bet. So if row 1 Paladin is next, then it's probably safe to assume they'll just go right down the line from there. Which means we'll get row 0 Lancer in like 2 years. And, you know, given the power level of Origin Fighter, you know, like, just how unkillable will Origin Paladin be? I don't even remember what row 1 Paladin is called. Or, you know, row 0, you know, Origin Cleric for that matter. Origin Archer, I mean, it'll, depending on, like, how it compares with, John Wick, that'll be kind of the litmus test. So yeah, I'm going to lead Brian down here, see if we can pull some of those Ogie rats away from the main force. Yep, we can. Yeah. Yeah, Origin Thief also. Enhancer. Ooh. This is a... That was a scarier looking spell than they normally cast, but it was no worse than usual. Probably not, but you know, maybe Origin Archer with you know, some help from New Year's Bampy. Real question is, would Murcielago end up being a better option than Hercules? Which is a bit of an ask, I think. Oh, that one actually did 9 damage. So it's not like a use command or anything. There we go. Got it. Phew! We did it. Let's go, team. Rush the fortress now. Mission accomplished. 402 bucks and 40 XP across the board. Very nice. BMP and defense. All right, very nice. Definitely want to save again.
Hey, kitty.
Alright, into the fort we go. What a bunch of dumbasses. They rush right in through the front gate. Worthless Liberation Army riffraff. Let's waste every single one of them. Well, here's the 20,000 shell question of the week. Where is the alleged secret agent? Just try to beat back the enemies coming at you. Use every fiber of your strength. And have faith that he or she will contact us when the time is right. Jeez, here we go again. Liberation armies rush right in and play it by ear tactic. Maybe our agent is still alive. Fend off these enemies to buy him some time. So I guess, Franklin? What kind of name for a monster is Franklin? Looks like a bee. A couple of Pegasus Knights. So, are we supposed to kind of turtle up and kill some turns, I guess? Or are we supposed to just kill everybody? I'm gonna opt for the turtle up idea. Fortunately, they seem pretty intent on just rushing in. We can deal with that. Though they might just get themselves all killed before they have a chance to, before we have a chance to pass that many turns. Ban VPNs and criminalize huge swaths. Okay, yeah, I was seeing some. I didn't see the bit about the VPNs, but yeah, apparently, yeah, they decided they did not want to be outdone by Texas. But, like, how do you go about outlawing VPNs? I mean, first of all, I mean, like, the whole point of a VPN is that your activity is not traceable, so how would you enforce something like that? Not to mention, you know, plenty of applications just use VPNs for, like, remote work purposes, like Citrix and whatnot. Wait, do places still use Citrix? Or is that just, like, totally obviated at this point? They do, okay. And, no, I do not. I expect ancient boomers to understand identically nothing. You know, such is the way of the boomer. And remember, Chuck Grassley is so old that he was too old to have been eligible to be drafted into Vietnam. Remember, you think you hate boomers enough, but you don't. Oh, these Franklins actually do some damage. Read the tweet. Let me see here. Blah, 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 blah. The page is having a seizure and will not load. Yeah. Let's see here. Michigan Republican. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Outlaw VPNs. $500,000 fines for using or selling them. Yeah, that's just completely impossible. Not to mention utterly unenforceable. Oh yeah, restrict a bunch of stuff that has been unanimously agreed to be protected by First Amendment multiple times by SCOTUS. Yeah, this, you know, they can propose whatever law they want. This will never fly. Not in a million years. Like, if somebody, if they even manage to pass it, you know, it would be overturned before the ink was dry. Yeah, exactly. You know, VPNs are so ubiquitous uh, that yeah, you couldn't. It you know. Yeah, again, yeah, dumbass boomers who don't understand anything about anything. All right, let's wave impulse this Pegasus just to get him off the map. This will overkill him by a lot. $69, nice. Michigan is pretty purple. Michigan has the kind of the political split that a lot of states have, where it's got one or two major cities that are extremely Democrat, and then a lot of suburban and rural areas that are very conservative. But the cities are so big that it basically balances the population out to like a 50-50 split. Yeah, Virginia is the same way. I mean, to be fair, a lot of states are like that. And Fairfax has just been completely taken over by Californians at this point. 99 XP for that nice double kill there. Very nice. And yeah, like Fairfax has been so overrun by Californians that the state is now pretty solidly blue instead of the purple that it used to be. I mean, Pennsylvania works the exact same way. You know, Philly and Pittsburgh are extremely Democrat. Everything else in the state is heavily Republican. But the final split ends up being roughly 50-50. So the state can go either way. South Korean politics are a complete shit show because somehow every president they manage to elect is just a horrifically corrupt criminal. And in Japan, Ishiba turned out to be completely useless. So, now we get to find. We'll see, who ends up taking over. Did Ishiba even last a whole year? $69, nice. Meanwhile, Germany has had to straight up attempt to outlaw AFD because they were becoming way too popular, and can't have upstart parties trying to steal market share away from the dominant parties. And Keir Starmer getting booted out of UK is entirely plausible at this point. And I can't think of his name. The guy, the guy who's the head of Reform UK. Made it almost a year. He took office on 10/1. Okay. So close, and yet so far. So he made it like 49 weeks, effectively. But yeah, Reform UK actually stepping up as the new dominant party is totally plausible at this point. Meanwhile, there's also we'll probably see a major shakeup in Ireland as they're having some serious unrest over there. We're gonna of course he snakes his way through the whole enemy or through the whole party just so he could hit Ein. Ow. We're gonna try new shields miniature and fuzz zero free solo quest in 2 days. Oh, nice. And Subaha prayer. I mean, you can basically full auto Subaha with Origin Fighter. So... I have not gotten the Subaha shield drop, either. That thing is a myth. I mean, every shield drop is a myth, let's be real. Let me just buy it with the green block thingies, please. Hey! Nice. What? Why are you diverting my attention away from the battle? What has happened? Oh, Captain. The third armory just blew sky high. Damn it all to hell. We have a lousy saboteur in our midst. Now, screw this battle. Nothing we can do right now except retreat. Fall back, everyone. Nice. We won't get much bonus XP. Oh, we gained 30. I guess that's like the bare minimum. Nice. I'm missing a lot of shields. Like, you could not pay me to try to farm up the Diaspora shield. Oh, holy cow, I hate that fight so much. Oh, I got this, like, panther dude here. Glad you made it, fellow freedom fighters. That was a most audacious entrance. I'm quite impressed. So you're that famous secret agent everyone's been talking about. R.B. Hexzool is my name. Pleased to meet you. My life has been boring here. I wouldn't know where to begin, but I'm really excited now. And yeah, all the characters in this game, I swear, either their name is Dave Smith, or they have some ridiculous name out of an 80s Sunrise anime. Back when characters had names like Quattro Bagina and Amandara Kamandara. Oh. Maybe this will pep you up even more. First, we want to capture the laser cannon. If that's not possible, then Headquarters has ordered us to destroy it. Okay, the cannon is served by 2 power sources. Its main juice enters at launch pad level. The secondary source feeds into the base of the support structure. If we can secure both power sources, this will disable the cannon for a short time. Shinsuke Nakamura. Not by name. Shinsuke Nakamura, who is that? I might know him by reputation. Yeah, surely. Yeah, we'll only use it for defense. We won't use it for war crimes. Definitely. Probably. Maybe. A chance exists. Not a wrestler with... Okay, I know nothing about wrestling. And I know even less about Japanese wrestling. Where's your master? Do you mean our master? He's being held in a high-security cell in the fortress dungeon. Penetrating the dungeon will be both dangerous and challenging. We don't have much time, but to have a chance, we must deal with the laser cannon. Then follow me. The only thing I know about wrestling is that Hulkamania is gonna run wild on your brother. Go straight ahead and climb the stairs on your left. The laser cannon sits atop a tower. Who's defending the cannon? Expect to encounter some of the strongest troops assigned to this island. And it's our job to oppose such forces that the Empire believes can stop anyone. Your confidence reassures me that our headquarters sent people who are up to the task. Leave it to me to secure the secondary power. If you disable the main source, we'll have a fighting chance of rescuing Yandera Balzark. What happens if we fail? Then all of us will be reduced to piles of ash. Pleasant thought. Okay, don't worry. I have an aversion to heat. I'm counting on you. We can... let's go out and save first. We can also go over here. Annual mega events in the Tokyo Dome. Origin Fighter level 50. Nice. So that wasn't so bad. We are so back. We've never been so back. Now what happens if we just go downstairs? Instead of doing what Panthro told us to. What's wrong? I'll take care of the base power. You need to turn off the main juice on top. Okay. By the way, how's everybody liking this game so far? I have been thoroughly enjoying it. Here comes that Liberation Army trash again. I'll waste all of you this time. You got things all turned around, Peckerhead. Prepare to meet your favorite devil in hell. Cut off the power at the summit, and we neutralize the laser cannon. Our cargo dragon is due to arrive any minute, so get it done, Gedia Unit 3. Defeat all troops blocking your path to the main cutoff switch of the weapon's power supply. Okay. These foes will not retreat. Liquidate them, even at the cost of morals. Okay. Afterwards, we shall rendezvous with the Liberation Air Force and officially occupy this fortress. Okay. I mean, this was a fan translation from like 15 years ago. So, you know, if it's a little goofy, then that's a big gun for you. And aw, you're too kind. Let's see here. How do we want to advance? Send Jenny over this way, I guess. Two whole damage. Oh noes. What are we gonna do? Yeah, the balance of enemy power is also just kind of all over the place. I have no earthly idea. You know, we'll find out when we get there, I guess. Yeah. Nah, nice try. Alright, we'll get our path forward kind of anchored. Reminds me of Urn Battle in Shining Force 1. Which ends up being a pretty tedious battle because you have to crawl your way up the staircases. Bonk. Nice level up for Royce. Figure we'll probably have a boss fight after this. And then that'll probably be the end of this chapter. This is chapter 4, I think, that we're in right now. Nice. Just enough damage. And a level up. Very nice. HP, attack. Alright. Yeah, we take those. Alright, Jetta, delete this idiot. Nice. Alright, got some Ogie rats here to deal with. Yeah, the Ogie rats are a little bit outdated at this point. Though I bet you we'll see another major spike in enemy power once we hit the next chapter. $20 damage, okay. Didn't quite kill it. That's fine. Pew, pew, pew. 9 damage. Yeah, no big deal. Here, Chris, finish it off, please. Would really like to see some attack ups on Chris. There we go. He's got plenty of defense. He just needs to be able to deal some damage. Hmm. 9 damage on Jenny there. Uh, 23. Ein is, you know what? Ein is only 20. He can, he actually needs some XP. Nice. Easy peasy. And a level up for Ein. Very good. Alright, good level. Let's see. Alright, Dan can probably get a double kill here. And delete both of these Ogie rats at the same time. Nice. HP, attack, defense. Yeah, Dan is kind of a beast, you know, which he should be since he pays for it in mobility. He's our only melee AoE that we have currently. Special Bolt Breath. Speaking of beasts, God, Jeddah is just... I won't say he's Orlando levels of overpowered right now, but boy howdy is he trying. Which, alright, here's a thought. Are there any RPG characters you can think of that, like, right out of the box, are more game-breakingly OP than Orlando was in Final Fantasy Tactics? Like, in FF5, sure, you grind up the right jobs, you know, so that you get dual-wield rapid-fire Spellblade. And, yeah, you break the game in half. But that requires a fair bit of grinding that is potentially beyond what you would do in a casual playthrough, unless you were specifically grinding for it. So yeah, just right out of the box, they break the game over their knee. Like, Peter in Shining Force 2 is up there, and is just stupidly overpowered, but not as OP as Orlando. Nice. Yeah. Blue in Breath of Fire 2. Quite strong. Yeah, not game-breaking, though. I think her lack of spirit fusions keeps her out of the game-breaking realm. You know, compared to some of Jean's fusions, or even, you know, Nina's main fusion, or Kat's main fusion. You know, like, Morgan in Fire Emblem Awakening can be pretty OP, But that does require advanced knowledge of the game's eugenics system. Battle is over. You annihilated the enemy, which was what I was told to do. Apparently there is a way to do that without killing all the enemies. We got downgraded to Valkyrie for that. They told us to kill everything. But apparently, I kind of want to reload. No. We'll just roll with it. I guess we could have like run up to the gun and done something. Arby must have completed his mission too. Our cargo dragon can land safely now. Fine job, get it. Or it might be that you just have to take this hit. We just followed your plan, that's all. And we still have one more task to complete. You did it. I wasn't sure anyone could overwhelm the Empire's crack troops. Where's Master Andera? I don't know for sure, but I would check inside the north building first. Then we're off. I'm ready to wrap up this assignment. Hold on. My orders were to report to the advisor of the rescue team for further duty. Can you use me? It's up to Brian. What do you say? We can always use another fighter, especially someone as resourceful as Arby. What do you think, Ein? Absolutely. What Arby did in advance of our assault helped us avoid many casualties. I appreciate the compliments and will try to be an asset to the team. Honestly, the worst part about not getting the ethical conclusion to a battle is not getting party-wide bonus XP. Yeah, now we're able to head down through here. This place really sucks. Smells like someone's wet socks. Watch out. In the shadows. We're not alone. Master Andera must be imprisoned somewhere beyond these hideous beasts. That Brauhaut is controlling the monsters. Try to kill it first. Okay, we got a bunch of slimes. And the Brauhaut is back there. Okay, so we can send our flyers around to probably just cheese this. And then we'll get our ethics meter back to max. Oh, he's coming to greet us. Excellent. Yeah, me neither. I don't think anybody matches that level of just absurd OP-ness. I said OP-ness. Yeah, these Franklins are gonna come get up in our face. That's okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they can't bust us on the moral score for killing bugs, right? You know, killing paper wasps is a very moral and saintly act, because paper wasps are disgusting monsters that should not be allowed to exist. And I tell you, like, if I see paper wasps anywhere in my yard, I go full war crime level destruction on them. Same deal if an anthill shows up in my yard. Yeah. Fun fact, by the way, one of the best organic ways to get rid of anthills, boil a pot of water and pour it down the anthill. Nice. 40 damage. Pathetic. Black Widow nest somewhere around where I... Yeah, you should get rid of that. You know, that would be worth calling an exterminator for. You know, normally I leave spiders alone. so they can do their job of committing war crimes against other bugs. Let's try out the Bolt Breath here. I'll show you how weak you are. Ah, cool. Actually, kinda weak, surprisingly, compared to just an attack. Nah, 2 whole damage. And nice easy level up for Shane. I mean, Black Widows are one of those creatures you just don't mess around with. You're kind of like brown recluses. Mission accomplished. 381 shells. 50 XP. Very nice. Arya leveled up. Nice. Jetta leveled up. Very nice. So did Dan. Very nice. And Shishi. Okay. Alright, no moral upgrade, but we'll probably get that on the next fight. Are you Andera Balzark? Yes, indeed. What can I do for you? Relax, Master. We are Guerrilla Unit 3 of the Liberation Army. We're here to rescue you. I see. Is this really a good idea? Or will I still be a lightning rod for both sides? After all, I was the catalyst that led to continued conflict and destruction. Events have moved forward since the enemy kidnapped you and flung you into this stinking pit. For example, this fortress is now a Liberation Army base camp. We need you to rally the people. For starters, tell your command's brain trust that haste makes waste. Meanwhile, I have some questions for the members of your Guerrilla Unit 3. Who are you? Where are your homes? And why did you risk your lives to rescue me? We come from all over Mildred Scars, but some, including myself, are Balformian army deserters. And highly trained soldiers, obviously. So what inspired you to join the Liberation Army? We weren't inspired per se, but sort of given an offer we couldn't refuse. An honest man, Yet, if you had the power to defeat this fort, that means the local rebels did not. Which also means you could have killed those who conscripted you. Yet here you are, fighting alongside them. Tell me why. Brian glances at Royce. Maybe some of us care about the local rebels. Well, if all of you were brave enough to band together, face many dangers, and come here, and overwhelm some of Balformia's best troops, tell me why you need my help. And then I will decide whether or not I will entrust my destiny to you. Oh, Master, it is because you are the heart and soul of the liberation movement. How else can I put it? It's true that I have advocated a liberation movement, a way for all people everywhere, regardless of race and class, to live on a peaceful Mildred Scars and carry out everyday, normal... excuse me, sir. Yes, young fellow? That's what we were looking for when the Liberation Army, brought us aboard. Just a peaceful place to live out our lives. We were searching for a way to reach the mainland. I have dedicated almost my whole life to chasing this dream. Peace and contentment for everyone. However, is my way the only way, or even the best choice for the people, ultimately? Who's to say that General Cobalt is pursuing the wrong course? Do any of you soldiers have the answer to that question? How is your killing any different? We can't change the world, but at least the Liberation Army doesn't kill innocent villagers. Sir, on occasion, we may overdo an assault against enemy forces who have killed civilians, but none of us advocates the genocide of entire races, cultures, or continents. And the Balformian Empire does? Master, the enemy is acquiring weapons with that potential, which begs the question, why? Sir, I view liberty as an uncertain process that may change small pieces of the world. It'll take time, but only if people believe and are willing to make personal sacrifices. At least, that's what I say. The others should speak for themselves. Yep, old man, what he said. So don't assume we're nothing more than killing machines. In a roundabout way, sometimes we always seem to end up fighting for justice. We may not look like it at times, but those who've joined us claim that we do. Ho ho! I see, I see. Yes, I can certainly understand why the others follow you. Maybe I should join you too. I can see it now. A brand new peaceful world of the free, created by the sheer willpower of young soldiers. Ho ho ho! Okay, Master. Let us depart this terrible place, then. Our cargo dragon, when it arrives, will carry us to Supreme Commander Kome's headquarters. Mr. Andera, you need medical attention, and our best facilities are back in Scudelia. First, I wish to thank all of you who once served the Balformian army. Does this mean you're detaching us from the Liberation Army? Unofficially, I see no problem with that now, or the passports you requested. I don't have any specific plans at the moment, so I guess I'll stick around a while longer. How about you, Ein? Sure, I'm with you, bub. Come with me, Brian. While we're waiting for the promised overdue cargo dragon, I know where we can lay our hands on a couple of cold beers. Hot dog. This is how we, the members of Guerrilla Unit 3 on the Liberation Army, saved Master Andera. Andera Balzark, the father of the whole liberation movement. All of the Empire's forces in the islands of the Gilmore chains surrendered unconditionally. And with that, the Liberation Army gained a strategic new foothold of operations. Area 5, Return of the Jackal. Meanwhile, Cobalt Axiasis took possession of a forbidden weapon called the Executor. The legendary blade from the Skull Temple was said to wield an ultimate destructive power. In secret, Cobalt began releasing the energy that lay dormant within the sword. Not overly concerned that Andera Balzark had successfully escaped from Gilmore Island, Cobalt calculated that field operations against the rebels would be mostly wasted effort. Now that he possessed the incomprehensible power of an ancient doomsday device, a sword he believed was capable of destroying all of his enemies in one fell swoop. Having rescued Andera, he boarded the Liberation Army's cargo dragon and flew back toward the Scudelian Peninsula. The aircrew mentioned that Kome was eager to greet us in the northern town of Kethril. I know that look well, Brian. What's troubling you? I've been thinking. About what? Those impregnable Balformian defenses on Gilmore Island. That fortress was well outside the reach of even the strongest Liberation Army regulars. Even so, the Empire still underreacted. Is that what you're driving at? Exactly. During an invasion, wouldn't Balformia follow its long-established defensive doctrine? Yep, they should have rushed in a surplus of reinforcements and reserve units just for drill. They should have, but didn't. Therefore, the battles weren't all that hard, even the ambush. And our final confrontation in the dungeon was almost a snap. Now that I think about it, you're right. What do you suppose that means? I'm not sure, but prior to our assault, I overheard a guard speaking to one of his buddies. He said, "We'll kill them anyway, despite Bart's orders." That is strange, and means only one thing. Bart gave them a direct order not to kill us. Yes, but why? Every swinging dick in the Empire has a... don't forget titties. That's right. Everyone has a standing order to execute us on sight, and... heads up, people. The enemy's approaching. The Balformian cargo dragon is overtaking us from the 140-degree azimuth. GQ, GQ. Clang, clang, clang. I said, general quarters. All hands, man your battle stations. Ah, damn. Double damn. Not a freaking air battle. I hate those. So you dislike heights, too. Now, in that case, you have my permission to remain inside. Ha! Afraid? Don't make me laugh. Now that the Empire's reserves have arrived, better late than never, as they say. Lead on. Battling on a cargo dragon, what a pain. This is the desperate act of an embarrassed conqueror. Anyway, don't look down. Annihilate the enemy. Protect Master Andera at all costs. What is the, okay, that's the joint right there. Even flying units, oh, that just happens to be the edge of his movement range. Okay. I guess they're just really big, stable dragons. Oh, damn it. Stupid Ogie rat. Yeah, nice try. Get this Pegasus Knight out of here. Dumb lizard man. Won the whole damage. Oh no. Alright, Jenny, kill that idiot. Nice. Alright, that damage is starting to stack up a little bit. We're fine, though. Let's just massacre this idiot. Whoa. Yeah, get out of here, stalker. Demolished. Yes, glory to our Stutska. 2 whole XP. Oh boy. And we'll let Royce get the kill shot here. And there we go, level up. Hey, she can finally do her sidekick twice per battle. It's actually a nice little power bump for her. Ow. Yeah. Massive overkill, as expected. Bonk. Oh yeah, 2 XP. Sir, our power generator is damaged. We're losing altitude rapidly. Damn it. Our cargo dragon is going down. Can you make an emergency landing? I'll try. Power generator. So I guess they're not actually dragons? They're just dragon-shaped airplanes or something? 152 shells, nice. 40 XP, very nice. Big level for Brian. Big level for Ein. Level for Jenny. Nice level for Shane. And we're okay. And we got re-promoted back to the Feda emblem. All right. Is everyone okay? Man, that was scary. I'm never flying again. At least no one was injured. Should all thank God for our good fortune. Phew! I'd rather face a whole squad alone than fly on one of those infernal contraptions. Has anyone checked on the status of Master Andera? Yeah, he weathered the crash landing just fine. Ho ho! Here I am. Wow, what an exciting journey. Ah, crapola. Looks like we landed on top of a local border patrol unit. Wait a minute. Do you suppose they already knew we were headed this way? It's possible since they arrived so quickly. Tried to capture their captains. We'll ask them. Kill all of the enemy border patrol except the 2 troopers in command. Alright, so this is the opposite of a usual mission. Alright, so what do we got down here? So, 2 troopers right there. Alright, a bunch of Brauhauts, a couple of wizards, some bugs, and some healers. Okay, just don't kill the 2 stormtroopers. Okay. Though, those 2 will probably end up taking point, being that they are horses and all. So we're gonna have to try to, like... We may have to, like, circle around and flank them a bit. Yep. We will absolutely have to circle around and flank them. Give them something to chew on, I guess. They'll probably try to dogpile Brian if we put him right there. Unless they just go around Brian and try to pile onto Ein, which is very possible. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Other option. Is we just go right down the middle between them. Yeah, they should try to rush Brian and Ein. So as long as we keep a healer next to Brian and Ein, mostly Ein. Then we should be okay. We just gotta quickly deal with all the other enemies. Yeah, Jenny will be fine for a bit until the rest of the troops catch up to her. And Brauhouts won't go down in one hit, but they're not really threatening. They just have a lot of hit points. Oh. Yeah. 4 damage from the healer bonk. We're gonna actually delete that healer. $70 damage, good lord. Okay, now the damage is starting to pile up on Jenny. Nice crit for 41. We definitely take those. Still quite a few enemies left. Franklin's gonna do no damage to Jeddah. Yeah, whatever. Not a big deal. Hopefully this kills this guy. It might not. It might only do like 50 or 55 damage. 57. Dang. Alright, Jenny and Shane are both kind of high priority targets for the AI. The game's actually lagging a little bit. So, okay, this is how we'll do it. Yeah, we'll move Shane here. And then one of our healers can take our next action and actually heal both of them simultaneously. Meanwhile, the enemies will probably have one of the troopers hit Ein. Ooh, sorry, kitty. Oh, actually, we get the next action. Sweet. Where can we put Eris where she won't get murdered? Or bring Arya down here. Yeah, since the troopers, again, should be focused on Ein. She should be fine. Okay, and the cleric goes over there and casts a heal. And we've got them beat on the action economy at this point. Oh, damn it. 19. Oh. Didn't think these wizards might not be so bad for Jenny, but they are that bad for Jeddah. 9 damage. 11, okay. Ugh. Alright, that's okay. Eris can go next and undo that. remake 1 is plenty. Hey, level up for Eris. Nice. And MP, I mean, that's all we should expect from a healer. Yeah, maybe I should have used Remake 2. Just to keep Jeddah properly topped off. He is in the danger zone now. We're going to have to heal him up immediately on the next round. Or we can just delete both wizards. That works too. Nice. Level up for Royce. Alright. Attack and defense, that's fine. Actually going for Jeddah, really. Weird. I mean, I'm not complaining, but it's only a crit for 4. Oh, he does not have a heal on hand. I could just have him retreat completely. Yeah, nobody can get within healing range of him either. Which means he could get iced by one of the Franklins. That Browhout down there is on 2 hit points. Let's just get rid of this guy. He's on 2 hit points. Yeah. And okay, yeah, they definitely have it out for Jeddah at this point. Yeah, it's only 3 damage, but he's not going to survive the next hit that's aimed at him. Actually, this might only do like 2 damage. No, wow, he got way overkilled. Damn. Tina. Alright, rip. That's okay, we'll get him back. He's not dead, he's just captured. Oh, come on! How many times this battle are enemies gonna live on 1 hit point? Seriously. Jenny's hurting bad. Nice. Alright, nice level up for Dan there. Okay. Jenny's back to full health. Let's try to geek the mage. Only 27. Yeah, enemy cleric does a heal. That's what I expected. Back to getting, you know, a brick a day, or sometimes multiple bricks per day. Bricks don't actually drop for me, though. Like, it doesn't matter how many times I do a fight. Remember, I've never gotten a brick from Akasha or Zoe. Like, not even a host brick. Okay, well, I haven't gotten blue chest bricks either. Okay, so, you know, that... And I couldn't tell you the last time a Tokage dropped me a host brick. And does Ultimate Bahamut still have the, like, 1 in a million chance of a gold chest brick? Alright, so it is still capable of the 1 in a billion Mythical double brick. Okay. 69. Nice. Alright, level up for Shane. Very nice. Nice. And that should be the end of the battle. Mission accomplished. 683 bucks. Nice. And 40 XP, which sadly Jeddah will miss out on. Alright, level up for Arya. Very nice. Really? That actually took our emblem down a level? Huh. Maybe because we lost a unit? Maybe that was... Maybe you actually lose alignment for suffering casualties? Hey you, who told you we might be crash landing here? I don't know what you're talking about. This is just a routine patrol. Well, we don't believe you. Let me spend a little time with him alone, back in the bushes. Oh, wait a minute, I'll talk. General Cobalt is preparing for a great miracle. Security's been stepped up in case some of you rebels try to disrupt it. Ugh. Hey, what happened? Hang on, we'll get you help. Look, a dagger. This grip handle, very distinctive. Belongs to Tusk. And, oh crap, it grazed my arm. I've been poisoned. Fine. The town should be straight ahead. Let's rush them there and see if someone can help. The one time we lost a battle and had to reload, when we replayed the battle, the couple of characters that re-leveled up got the same stats that they did the first time around. So, I want to say they're not random, but it was a very small data set. Gotta do this alone. interesting that there's a actually a different set of dialogue specifically for when Ein is not available. $83 damage. God. And these are, you know, level 1 enemies in the rescue fights, but... And now we gotta go fix our party lineup. And put Jetta back in. And, yeah, Ein is actually just offline right now. Just run the 9-man roster. Alright, that is our save right there. It is 10:30. Let's call it a night there, and we will pick this up again tomorrow. So, actually, also drop a save state just as a backup. And, yeah, that'll do it for now. So, thanks for tuning in, everybody. The VOD will be up a little later for anyone who cares. And, yeah, we'll commence with, I guess, what are we in, Chapter 5 now? Yeah, we'll commence with Chapter 5 tomorrow. So, thanks for tuning in. My name's Tim. I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night.